So it's Sunday, September 1st. Today, I cannot believe it's September. Okay, I only have 25 minutes to make this video because I have lemon zucchini loaf in the oven. So it took me whole last week to put all of my pots and everything back together, but I'm happy to see that at least that petunia bounced back really nicely. Unfortunately, the Scanna lily, it didn't get enough water and it just bent, so I don't know. I'm just gonna leaving it. I'm not sure if anything is gonna bounce back or whatnot. We'll see what happens. I didn't want to cut it off. It's still okay. I lost a lot of blooms, like that geranium had so many blooms when I was leaving, and the two little ones, and even this one as well. But it is what it is. At least they all survived, and I don't think anything died, but a few things suffered, so we'll just go around and see. All of the table center flowers or plants are doing okay here. Even this kalanchoe started blooming some more. I didn't realize until today, I think, when I was cleaning the table. I moved the avocado and the lemon trees on here because we are now getting quite colder nights. I think it's been a couple of times already that it was only 8 degrees, so I don't want them sitting on the ground because I feel like it's gonna make the wet soil even colder. So for now I'm gonna keep it on the table, and soon I'll be trying to transfer it inside the house. I don't even know about the lemons. They're kind of like small, so we'll see. But the avocado, for sure, I'm gonna try and overwinter and see how that goes. So this was the big geranium that I had that had lots of blooms before we left, and for now only one survives, but hopefully we'll have a couple more before it's the end of the season. This canna is huge. It used to be in a different spot. It's huge, but it's not blooming yet. So and I honestly don't even remember what bloom it's supposed to have, like what color, but we'll see if it actually happens. If not, like, I don't mind. Even if it's just foliage, it's okay. So we harvested our potatoes, and we've been eating them, which, they are delicious. And then we had 2 empty bags, so I sowed a whole bag of radishes. I think this one is like all kinds of, like, a mix of different radishes, and then this has spinach, and I'm trying cilantro. I don't know if it's actually going to make it to the end, but even if you give us some leaves and some cilantro, I'll be fine with it. I have another cilantro plant over there that's completely gone over, and it's giving us seeds now, so I'm just waiting for that to finish off. This dahlia here is not doing very well. Almost from the very beginning she's been kind of suffering from powdery mildew and stuff like that, but it has some buds, and I've given it water, so we'll see. Maybe she can still give me a few blooms. I was debating of taking it out and putting either the asters or my dahlias that I grew from seed, like the one that's over there, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe I'll do it this week. Anyway, overall it's looking really lush, which I'm happy. It took me a whole week to sort of sort all the bags and everything out. There was a lot of deadheading to do, and some harvest. Like this, there were quite a few zucchinis, 2 of them super huge, so I just grated it and froze it, and right now I'm making lemon zucchini cake from a recipe that I got from Loretta. We've got tons of tomato, which is just amazing. I'm super happy. There a couple on this Roma plant do have blossom end rot, but only a few. And then this is what's it called, a mortgage lifter, and then sun gold. We've been picking quite a few. So this is a sun gold right here, and then this branch just carries on all the way to this side, and then it goes and spreads all the way here. So this one just kind of spread on 3 main branches, and then this one was Arctic Plenty, so I have one blushing now. Yeah, and that's it. Roma is definitely the most prolific, but I already did have to pick a few, and I can see even from here. Let me see if I can grab it. This one has blossom and rot, so this one's not good. But anyway, overall, I'm happy. They're doing good. I just stuck it in this bag. It can decompose. Even the ground cherry. There's so many. I can't wait to eat it all. I've been kind of picking like the little ones that have been falling off, but now there's so many. It finally grew. I know when I watch these videos in the winter, and I'm gonna see or listen to my comments from earlier when like these plants weren't growing, and then all of a sudden it's just bust out and started growing, and I'm very happy. So we're gonna have quite a few fruit here from it. And then these bags, these two, so that's radishes over there, and I don't remember what's on the other side. What's there? Beets. And then this is carrots and lettuce and kale. So these guys are doing good here. I saw them just before we left for vacation, and they're doing good, so I'm very happy. And this was a third bag that I saw then, and that was beans. And I can see that snails have been finally coming into my backyard, and they took care of a few of these, but overall it's doing good. So I moved it around and see maybe it will help survive. We've been the beans survive. I mean, this alyssum is just insane. I'm very happy with it. It's actually growing way bigger than I thought. This is only a couple of plants, like that's one plant and this is one plant, I think, and there's only one or two in a tomato bag, but it's just like a blanket of white little flowers. And by the way, this one I just threw seeds at the beginning of the year just to fill up the spot, and it was blooming quite nicely before, and now it's just like a few blooms. But yeah, it's giving me another flash, because I think before we left it was kind of just like all foliage and no flowers, and now we get quite a few blooms, and this is the royal carpet. So overall happy with it. Okay, so we gotta move along. We've been picking peppers, so there's basically, oh, I see, can I see it in here? Yeah, there's one right there, and then there's one bell pepper. Other than that, we've picked all the other ones. They have been eaten. Oh, I see a couple of little ones, but anyway, we're very happy. The harvest wasn't big, so I have I have a list of improvements for next year, but overall very happy. And we've picked quite a few beans. We already cooked them on Friday with some with our dinner, and then I have some for tonight or tomorrow as well, and then there will be more to pick later. And then carrots, we've been eating so many carrots. Oh, so this is my new succession peas, and they're doing so well. There's gonna be so many peas. I'm so happy I did it. I'm so happy I got this obelisk and I planted more peas, and it seems like they're really enjoying it, so I'm so happy. I love this dahlia, this color here. Yeah, so there are not that many blooms on dahlias. It seems like it was blooming when we were gone and I had to deadhead it all, but I mean, it is what it is. And even like the calendula is still blooming. More carrots here. I have a mix of everything. I don't have as much time to go over everything that's growing and everything that's in a pot or in a bags, but it's doing really good, so I'm really happy. It was a lot of work to sort it all out after we came back, and it just seemed daunting, and it seemed like a few things are dry, but once I actually deadheaded everything and kind of tidied up, like, these dill and cilantro were just flopping over, so it just looked like a mess, and it makes you kind of discouraged. But once you start going through all the tasks of cleaning everything up section by section, bag by bag, watering everything, it all bounced back, and I'm extremely happy with how it's looking. So this is the pot that had the wasps in it, and my love just took it out in a garbage bag and threw it out and left me the pot. So it looks like they entered through this broken bottom end, but I do want to save the pot because I really like it, and I might just keep it and just keep a closer eye on it, I guess, from now on, to make sure that no other critters or flying insects are going into it. Anyway, the petunias are doing well. They were very happy because I pulled them out into the sun more when we were away, so they're blooming way more than they ever did before throughout the whole summer. So now they're just completely flushed with color, with the purple and the red. And then of course those ones as well, they got more sun when we were away, so they're super happy as well. Just going back here quickly, it was 3 mango seeds that I planted in these 3, and I'm also keeping it sort of off the, I might just keep it on a table for the night. I think just because I was cleaning today and stuff, I moved it and left it here on a fire pit, but I will probably move it to the table so that they are a little bit warmer through the night. And I don't know, like, I don't know if anything's gonna grow here. It's showing no signs of life as of yet, but we'll see. And this is my baby, of course, who was on vacation. He was all happy. He was all happy on vacation. Yes, he was. He was so good on a beach, and he doesn't swim. And he had lots of walkies, and he was so tired, and he was happy to come home too. I love you, baby. Look at all the mess on you. Okay, zucchinis have been giving us so many so far. I have like lots of, hi baby, I know I bothered you, I'm sorry. I have quite a few grated frozen zucchinis in the freezer, and I have a few more that got pollinated. So again, we have like a bag there, a bag in the back, one more here, and one more here. So a lot of zucchinis. The soil, again, I've been saying it in other videos, the soil, we kind of got screwed on the soil, I guess, because it's all brand new. It's supposed to be organic vegetable soil, but I feel like it was lacking something. So I feel like we would have even more zucchinis if like the soil was better, which is the case really in gardening anyway. As you build your soil, you get better harvest. But overall, I'm happy for first year of doing all of this stuff. I keep swatting mosquitoes and bugs and stuff. There's a lot of stuff flying, so the camera is shaky. There's cosmos and aster and dahlias here. So far no flowers right now, unfortunately. I deadheaded a bunch, but there's some buds coming out. And the cosmos, oh, I see a white one. I'm just gonna kind of go like this. The 2 trees are doing very well, so I'll keep them through the winter once again. Hopefully they survive. My lavender is doing well, no blooms. I'll see if I can overwinter it, so hopefully I get blooms next year. There's more beans over there, but they got kind of mixed in with zucchinis and everything else. And the echinacea was kind of flopped over all the vegetables and stuff, so the beans kind of suffered. And I saw some flowers, but so far I had no beans from those few bushes. Yeah, the grass, oh my god, it was like quite an ordeal to cut the grass because it was so long, but we did it. So, oh yes, so the grapes, oh, they're turning color. I'm so happy. I don't remember what we're doing. Are we doing juice or are we doing jellies? Whatever my love wants, we'll do. I'm just happy we have all these grapes. Echinacea, this one had to be propped up. This was all flopped over overgrown grass. It was just a huge mess. But anyway, it's looking a little bit better now, and I deadheaded the sweet pea. So, man, these flying things. Anyway, so yeah, it's blooming and it's doing good. It's a huge mess. I'll do something different next year. I'm probably gonna buy another one of those trellises that I have snap sugar peas on, and I'm gonna use one for sweet peas so that they have more support and can grow taller. The little perennials that I planted just before we left are doing good. They survived, which is great. The blanket flower is still blooming. I did a Chelsea chop on this salvia, but I kind of didn't chop like the front and left the back, or the back and left the front. I just kind of did like in between, so I have a few blooms anyway, but at least I have some blooms. And this was a new salvia that I just planted, so I have just like one little bloom because I got it on discount. And that one's completely covered in mildew. That's a bee balm, but hopefully it's gonna bounce back next year and look a lot better. So anyway, this area is always a mess. It gets dry, there's ants. It's one of those trouble spots, unfortunately. I gotta move along. So my canna that I overwintered, one is there. It's kind of hard to see, I think, in a video. Hopefully we're gonna have a bloom on it still. This one, I think it had a bloom or two, and I think it has another new stalk growing. Unfortunately, the morning glory didn't really make it. Well, I mean, there's one flower, it's covered in weeds. Creeping Janie is doing good in this spot, not so much for the morning glory. But I mean, it is what it is. And then this dahlia, it's just a little one. Oh, there's a bee on its side. Yeah, they kind of dried a little bit. I don't think the spot I had them in, they just didn't have as much water. And then when we came back, I was kind of discouraged and everything was all over the place, and I should have watered it throughout the week because it was quite hot, and I didn't. So they suffered, but hopefully now that I'm here and taking care of it and stuff, they will bounce back for a month or so. Oh, I went ahead and I clipped this lavender just to see if it has a chance to kind of branch out a little bit and see what that does. I've given up on the idea of having lavender flowers, obviously, blooms this year, so at least maybe I can get it to branch out. Okay, so here's the shed. Oh yes, so sunflowers. I'm gonna stay still, and I think I'm gonna keep this as my the cover for this video. So yeah, the grass survived quite nicely. The vinca vine is doing well. I think it had a few blooms when we were gone, but they're gone now. Anyway, so the sunflowers, they all opened up and bloomed for us when we were gone. And then it's a bit of a fail because I shouldn't have put so many of them in each of these pails, and I think they just don't get enough like space for roots and nutrients. But it looks like we are getting seeds because these are all edible sunflowers, so it's not all lost case, which is really great. And this is a big cosmos, and it was kind of drying up on beside the table when it was out, so I just brought it back here to get a bit of relief from the sun. But I think it gets enough sun right now because it's tall enough that it's still gonna give me, it has some buds on it, actually spent flowers. I need to deadhead it. Anyway, moving along. There's mosquitoes everywhere. This spot is doing good. I don't know about yarrow. Maybe it's one of those plants that needs to be sort of like bunched together with other, like a few plants together and not just like one in a mix of other stuff. But it was a good try. And then I love the color of this zinnia. It's kind of a salmony peachy color. So this is doing well. This is doing well. These sunflowers are trying to open up here. So this entire pot was pulled out, and it was beside the fire pit to get the water when it was getting watered while we were gone. And so it got more light than what it's getting here. So yeah, the sunflowers grew, and the nasturtiums grew, and I even have like a few of the bachelor buttons just peeking. There's one blue one in there. There's a few of them. And then here's the rest of the sunflowers. There's one big one. Actually, there's two big ones. So here, these two are the giants, I think, because it was gonna be two super big ones in the center and then the slightly shorter ones around. Overall too many in each pail, but that's what I did. So I guess, yeah, these two are the two big ones that have yet to open flowers, but it looks like they will. unless we get some sort of cold snap or whatnot. Then I'm just gonna rotate. Oh my goodness. So I kind of missed. Let's see if I can get to this one. That's what it looked like. Anyway. Overall, I'm happy, but I could have managed this better. So something that I'm learning still. This little corner is doing well. The grass needs some patching, but overall good. A lot of cones have been falling. We just picked them, and now there's so many more. The nasturtiums are doing so well here from this end, although they are getting a little bit too bushy and covering a lot of the peppers, but I think the peppers will appreciate that when the nights get a little bit cooler. There's another little one growing. I am gonna try and overwinter a few of these pots of plants of peppers, so I'll just have to carefully pick which ones we want, and that's what I'll do. So that's the view. I need to hurry up. Oh, blackberry. Won't be big, but it's stretched out all the way over here, so I'm gonna have to manage it somehow. It's doing good. And then a few plums. Oh, I see one right there. Oh, this one right here. Okay, but it's like, I see one right there. And then there's a couple. Yeah, and that's pretty much all the plums on this tree. So, this pot was pulled out, so you got like extra sun, and now it's looking good. And the zinnias rather are doing good. The yarrow not so much. And then the borage, it just keeps just blooming. Even though I had peas, the Oregon sugar pot peas, so that's completely fried right now. This container never got moved. Oh, this is a grow bag, and I never moved it. I just left it be while we were gone, left it to its own devices, and so the peas obviously didn't make it, which was fine because there was no more peas anymore anyways, but the borage survived. So, and I'm just gonna leave it because I know pollinators love borage, so why not? And it's pretty blue flowers. And that's a sunflower right there. It's a beautiful sunflower. I love you, Silent Monster. Okay, thank you for ignoring me. That's great. And the raspberries are done. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to trim all of these pieces, like the spent ends. Okay, I have to do that still today. Herbs, we've been picking a lot of mint. I need to start picking. I need to make spaghetti and pick some of this oregano. That's what I should do. This zinnia had like one beautiful giant flower, but I had to clip it because it was going over. But this one is doing good here. Just another view, and then we'll quickly go. I need to do this in like 2 minutes because it's been 23. Oh yeah, Coleus. Because, oh yeah, and this, oh my god, I can't concentrate. Because my zucchini loaf is gonna be done. The grass didn't make it so much under the tree while we were gone, so that's one problem. Hydrangeas are doing amazing. These ones have all gone over, except there's like 2 new ones. So I have like, this is how it starts, lime green, and then it goes white, and then it turns into pink, and then these guys are going nuts. And then my 2 cuttings, I was planning on planting it, and once again it didn't happen today, but I'm probably gonna put it, I'm gonna clean this area out, and I'm gonna put my hydrangea cutting right here. And the other one that was blooming, I give it to Loretta, my neighbor. So that's what it all looks like. This Coleus is doing good. That Coleus is doing fantastic. Dahlia here, a little leggy, but it's got quite a few blooms. This is not bad. Oh my god, I hear the lemon cake. Okay, I'm just gonna stop and do this. Okay, and quickly go to the tomatoes. Wow. I'm gonna burn my lemon cake, but I really wanna just like finish it all in one shot. There's like one tomato here. I came here yesterday and I pruned a lot of leaves off and a lot of like all of the flowers to make sure to give like direct all the energy to these tomatoes, help them ripen. Quite a few. So very happy with it.